Alright, Alisaie. We have friends to save. Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Alright, very well. Nod. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. Of course, Alisaie, of course. You need the support. Which we all do sometimes. Alright. Back to Revenant's Toll. Okay. Real's not here anymore. Alright. Alisaie? I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. Yeah, you stole an Ariange. I say we seek Matoya. I'll begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Yeah. Much and more has happened in recent days. Some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino, to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire. They march on in the face of a great adversary, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part. So must I. You got this, Alisaie. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most. So I won't keep you. This is my number one priority, alright? Finding the Scions, including Alphino. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Okay, so this is basically like the end of this patch story. A bit of a cutscene. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... Oh. Love how glittery their lamps are. Ooh, a little moment with Varys here and the Ascian wearing Xenos' skin.
Obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Tear it apart.
No. Oh, a moment of hesitation here.
Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool.
An emissary. This is Elidibus then. Which we did see a moment at the end of the credits in, from the end of the main story Stormblood credits. We did see that, you know, like, he had a moment where he removed his mask and Varys was just like, how dare you? So, you know, like, he said maybe this is some comfort to Xenos' death. And so, yeah, I think that moment is where he revealed that he had taken on Xenos' face.
When first
right
I
here.
took this face,
This
I
is
swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment.
I love the Imperial theme. It's good. It's good. It does really have that sort of like forebodingness to it. Grandness of the Empire.
And with this adamant flesh at my disposal,
Adamant flesh.
I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly.
Wow.
Why do you hesitate?
Saying because the body is strong, maybe he can endure more of his power? I don't know. Why do you hesitate?
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely.
This guy's just like talking to a wall.
Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
She's like, deliberate if you must then. But like Varys hasn't said a single word. He's remaining stoic. There's also like these two guards here that are just like, well, that was weird exchange, but whatever. We're not paid to ask questions.
I should be the one to sigh.
Holy fuck, right here, right now. Okay, alright, who is this? I say. I know who it is because spoilers, but we have not met this character yet. I should be the one to sigh.
I played my
I'm behind
part
the
to
throne.
perfection. I had earned my rest, and then thanks to Lahabrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to Lahabrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Whew. He knows of the Ascians. Whew.
Elidibus
He's pure
was
blood
ever
Garlean.
a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Ooh, this music change. Elidibus was ever a warrior.
What? Have you no words for me either?
This
No matter.
guy. Such drama.
I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my
Look at this
dearest
dramatic scene in the
grandson,
steps.
let me remind you of
Grandson.
your place in the simplest of terms.
If I had paid more attention to hierarchies in the whatever, I would have maybe have a better idea of who the fuck this guy is in terms of the lineage or whatever that's going on here. But this guy, okay, okay. I was at a tick.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern.
Damn. Is he basically saying here that Varys is just a puppet to enact the will of the Ascian agenda here, or what? Like, that's his role? He doesn't like it, though.
Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err.
His choices as emissary seldom err. This was the character I found out about, which finally made me take the plunge into Final Fantasy XIV. Love this character so much, yeah. There's definitely a lot of people that do like this character. And deservedly so, he's an interesting character. We no speak spoilers or anything like that, but yeah.
If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it.
If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. That's sort of been part of like what the Ascians spoke of in like A Realm Reborn, is that, you know, the balance or whatever.
Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it.
Okay, so we do get this here. So this is funky, because he says, oh, we get the name reveal here too. So Solus Galvus, who was the first emperor of Garlemald, but this is definitely not how Solus Galvus was depicted. He's depicted as like sort of like a hunched over old man with very long hair, and like grand armor or whatever the frick like that. And he supposedly died, and that's what caused the War of Succession. And yet we find him here and like not looking like that. This is why this empire exists, to serve the will of the Ascians. So we also learned here now that, hey, that Ascian infestation that we thought was in Garlemald, well, it turns out it runs way deeper than we thought. That Garlemald is basically a puppet for the Ascians.
Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know.
Knowledge is power. Better to know than to not. There could be a couple of explanations of why Solus looks like he does, but we'll see what happens to the rest of this cutscene.
The founding father was an Ascian.
Oh, nope, never mind, there we go.
And he created the empire.
These guards here are like undeterred.
For the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
Well, there we go. We get that reveal. So this man is an Ascian, and the Ascians founded the Garlean Empire. And yeah, but what he said. Also, like, the guards are still here being like, well, we listen to shit like this every day of our lives.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty.
Damn. What a dramatic bastard, by the way.
To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power. And there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns.
He speaks here of a calamity again.
To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork. paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Yeah, the Ascians, I mean, like, they've had hands in all the calamities. That includes the calamity of Earth, which happened at the end of the Allagan Empire's reign. And no doubt they had their hands deep in that. Oh, fuck. He'd been shot? You can't just kill an Ascian like that.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
This guy probably knows this, though. He's just like, I just wanted to shoot you.
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Ooh, Varys speaking his own words. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like being overshadowed by the Ascians. Oh, yet here he is.
Such a waste of time
You can't just
and energy.
kill
Both
Ascian like this.
yours and mine.
You're in for a treat with this character. From what I've seen, yeah, he's definitely people hold him high as one of the best villains in Final Fantasy XIV. You know, like a lot of people also like Xenos. But yeah. The best, yeah. We'll go with that. The best rivaling character. I know a lot of Shadowbringer spoilers, so I've seen some things. It's good. It's, but I don't know if it's a spoiler to say. This man does reappear in that expansion.
Now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game.
He just... he hates the... Oh, spew that idyllic nonsense or whatever. It'll give them a sense of purpose.
Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Yeah, we do know that their goal is, you know, they to sow chaos, but all in service to the rejoining of the shards, which result in the complete destruction of the world of the shard, and then a calamity on the source. So they're seeking to do that now. Again. With another shard. And in making the world whole, they plan on that this will revitalize their god? Zodiark. Or something like that. That's what we know so far. Or that's our understanding so far. There he goes. Another villain enters the stage. Oh, meanwhile, at a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. Holy fuck. Somewhere in the Empire. Alfino! And the Shadowhunters. Oh, okay. I know this. Mm-hmm. Oh, not voiced. What in the world? Shit, dead? What garb is this? Oh, completely dead. apparently a resistance camp completely wiped out. Alphino, you've been having fucking quite the adventure, man. Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds, nor have any evidence of battle. Oh, shakes head. They got some magic with them or what? Damn them. They finally used it. Finally used what? The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Garabania. A gas. Black Rose. Oh my god, Black Rose. Okay, so we learned about this in the, of all things, in the Castor Mabania, the first Alliance base right outside the wall, that Castor Mabania. We learn about this in a side quest in Castor Mabania about Black Rose, how the Garleans were experimenting on this weapon that was basically like a chemical warfare weapon, where they experimented on it with some of the prisoners that they took from the initial taking of Alamigo. But that the project was canceled by Gaius, who didn't want to just wipe out Eorzeans, but wanted to, you know, rule over them. He thought it was worthy of being ruled over, and he thought, so he canceled Black Rose. But the lead scientist decided to secretly withhold some of his stuff and hid some of the samples of it in Garabania, but we apparently we thought we had taken what samples there were and that we would never hear from this again, but apparently not. Yeah, Black Rose, chemical warfare weapon of mass destruction. Airborne poison that just kills everyone. Complete destruction of life. Black Rose, it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this? Also, is it a problem to still be here? After all of that, like how, I guess it only stays for a little bit. I thought the project abandoned, and its vile fruit destroyed. But naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Really, naught else? Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? Yeah, they've seen that with... They should have seen that with Alamigo and Doma and the resistances that kept butting up there. How many more provinces must they lose? This man said his purpose was hunting the Asians, but apparently he's been... You know, he's pure-blood Garlean, so maybe he saw the truth of the Empire. How it was wrong in its ways. I mean, they've been the provinces, at least Alamigo and Doma, have been suffering for on two decades. Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Asians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Oh, Alphino's just been following as they've been doing their Asian hunting business. Their objective was never to rule. How does one follow the trail of an Asian? The last time we tried it, we were just following sightings of shadowy figures. Maybe they're just doing the same thing, but this man's killed a lot of Asians, so he's gotta know. Maybe they just follow chaos where it goes. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Now that would make sense. The Ascians want only chaos and destruction to serve their rejoining. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. Damn, Alphino is just on his complete other side journey to stop the Ascians here. Alphino's got embroiled in a deep into this mission. In which case he's sort of like us. We always get embroiled into deep shit. A little moment there of accepting his conviction. He tells us for Garlemald, his country, just not the Empire. Clearly based on that. Yeah, that definitely was ominous music. I liked it. I didn't realize this Black Rose specific theme. Alright. Well, here we are. Guess all that shit happened. Oh! I knew it! We're going to Matoya. That's Matoya's artifact. The ancient crystal of light. I knew we were going to Matoya, of course. Soul searching. Alisaie is at her wit's end.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news.
So this is basically that last part was the end of a patch, and then this is the new stuff, so... It has been a while, and now we are back.
After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments.
Yeah, but what will it do if their souls got yoinked? We know their souls aren't there. I don't think any alchemy or healing magics can help them unless we can get a soul recall spell.
But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring.
Yeah. I mean, considering Kan-E cannot do anything, then... And she's... the head of the arts of conjuring. She's a... You know, I assume white mage. A Pagel. Then yeah. Wasn't gonna lie in the answer. The answer could not lie in the healing arts.
Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle.
Yeah, but we know of one who instructed Y'shtola, eh?
And Elfino's still missing.
Yeah,
God, it's
Elfino.
all going wrong. Where do we even start?
Matoya.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Cryo! Yes! Thank the gods! You're back!
Cryo, I did not think you well enough to travel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she was still recovering from her imprisonment. We did not reach out to her in any capacity. Like, hey, Cryo, did you also hear a voice? You know, like, are you okay? You know, like... Alright.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow Scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
I guess she, for Alphino, and I guess also for Alisaie, was sort of like a mentor to these two when they were in the Charlayan, in the scholarly, the scholars like association or whatever there. The Alphino and Alisaie were the youngest ever to be admitted to whatever the thing was called. and Kryle was sort of one of the mentors to them there.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryle. We would welcome your insight.
Yeah. It's where we can rely if we, like it's sort of a shame that we did not have Y'shtola or Riange with us right now, but yeah. So we gotta reach out to people, man.
And I should be happy to provide
we gotta find someone who can.
Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory?
Oh,
that boy
shit.
always did have some funny ideas. Do
The
you remember
Studium.
the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
The Studium, that's what it was called. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium? Yeah. It's good to see her again. Like, they did mention Kryle, I think, but yeah. It's not been since we rescued her that she's really been here as part of the story.
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Imitating Alphino. That sounds like Alphino.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But
I admire the
fact of
lad.
the matter is,
It's a
he
good
meant every
goal.
word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. He's lived it with conviction. Like, it was a grand thing. It was a grand thing for one so young to come up and be like, I want to save the star, but do it, man. He's doing it.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
He really should have taken someone with him. And now he's off on the grand adventure. So we know out of character. In character, we're just like, our missing boy! Excuse me, have you seen this boy? He's missing.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened. Thanks to a certain someone.
Thanks to us. No longer the blinkered boy. Damn.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
No, I will bring this up immediately with him. But I mean, smile and nod.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the
Mortified,
infirmary, I
he said.
assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, Kryle is a practiced healer, so... But she, if... Con A didn't sense the spark of their souls, but... The last time, we had Kryle help us track Minfilia, right? And the ether signatures during that thing through the use of Matoya's artifact. So I wonder if we're going to do something like that again to try to track the souls. Where they have gone, where they've been called to. That would be the first option that I would think of. Obviously, I wanted to consult Matoya from the get-go, but I didn't think about adding Kryle to the mix. So Alisaie, how's the weather, Reading any good books lately, Alisaie? So I can sit here in tense silence.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Yes, that's what we already knew based on Con A, yeah.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
Yeah, it was sort of like a blackness. We kept on going in and out of the sites around us. And then like a void.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind,
Yes.
just as we did in our search for Thancred.
Yes, exactly. This is what I was just talking about. Yeah.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
No, we needed an ancient crystal of light that Matoya has, but hush. Don't, precious artifact. Very hush, keep
It
quiet.
wasn't, but that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Crowd's just like, all right, let's go. Are we gonna get teleported there? Nope. All right. The crystal eye is also a reference to Final Fantasy I. Oh, okay. Cool. Once again, any and all Final Fantasy references go completely over my head, but nice. I'm glad they have like little stuff like that in there. All right. Oh, fucking Christ. It is all the way fucking out here, isn't it? All right, here we go. Why do you want my Steam name, Runic? I don't think... Have I been here before? This is a nice cave, man. Look at these glowy mushrooms. This is nice. This is not where Matoya is. We've gone too far. You will buy the FFs? Oh no, please don't. Please don't. That's very nice of you. That's very nice of you, but I will not have, I don't know if I'll find the time to actually play them. That was very kind of you, Runic. Alisaie is visually stunning, yeah. Alright, Kryle? Please do keep Alphino's little speech to yourself. He can be awfully sensitive at times. Okay. Alright, I was gonna bring it up immediately, but it's okay. We're gonna tease him about it. Alright, Alisaie. I had heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems... extreme. Yep. Still, I'll happily overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
It's alright, Master Matoya. You love the company, don't you lie? But yeah, we always come bringing her troubles as well.
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
At a rain-sodden burial. Oh, Matoya. Glad to have your candidness here.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
There you go, there's the fire.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders.
Reminds her of young Stola.
Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
We're tracing some ether signatures again, my lass, and we need the crystal.
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Yeah, so we got some soul yoinking shenanigans going on.
And Stola is one of the afflicted, is she?
Oh. Right. Matoya loves Y'shtola. Matoya is Y'shtola's mentor and taught Y'shtola. So yeah, of course she would care here. Yeah. Her soul got yoinked. I'm sorry.
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Fuck yeah, Matoya. Love Matoya. She says it how it is, but it might be because she's an elder. Yeah. No, I think even younger Matoya would probably still speak her mind. Apparently, she and Louis Sois in her younger days used to get into debates quite often. Matoya's got fire. I like her.
Right. Let us see what we can see.
All right. Right, let us see what we can see.
I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
Yeah, our best bet is to find out where their souls are being yoinked.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
What do you mean, how is it even possible? Tell
How
us.
is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
Hey, Kryl, explain. Kryl, explain.
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Well, if the body still lives, though, the soul still has to live. They're not dead. But where exactly did they get cut off? Maybe they're just being obscured.
Could the ether have dissipated? If it had, oh gods!
Calm down, Alisaie. We don't know anything yet. High magic, remember?
Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
Oh. The Kaliana. How the Primal resurrected her body, but it had no soul in it. Well, these bodies are coma passed out, though, so I don't know if it's the same thing.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
Exactly what Matoya said.
But where?
But where? Where exactly did the threads get cut off, Kryl? You said you followed them for a bit.
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
God, that we feel so useless here. This is all high magic shit, apparently above our pay grade.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate that we don't have a trail here.
Pray, excuse me a moment.
But sorry, Alisaie, I need to take this phone call.
Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
What, Alamigo? Say what? What happened?
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Say what? Wow, yeah, we didn't see Maxima with the group of Shadowhunters, but I just assumed, like, I assumed maybe he was, like, elsewhere or whatever. Okay. Alphino didn't try to get to Alamigo with Maxima?
We've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
Matoya has immediately taken a shine to Alisaie.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh? One of the brooms.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
This is a sign of the dispersing ether. Oh god, the calamity keeps drawing ever nearer.
Before they took ill...
God, things are really starting to...
Roger was sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Things are really starting to roller coaster up to a freaking climax here. We really went from, all right, we got to deal with the Ascians and the Empire, and you know, like Xenos masquerading and try to defend Doma and form this Doman alliance or whatever, and help out the provinces, to shit, calamity on the horizon. Oh no, danger.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliak.
Alexander.
I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Wise words, Matoya. All right, Kryl. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I've never seen a soul's thread end so abruptly before. Straight yoinked. All right, Alisaie. So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. Interesting choice of words, Alisaie. Okay. I had a distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. Matoya is a good mentor. She's, prickly, but she's good. When Alphinaud's back, I'd like to visit again and ask what tale she has of grandfather. A visit together. I'm sure, you know, Matoya's very prickly, but she'd welcome it. I think she's taken a particular shine to you, Alisaie. A defector's tidings. The news from Alamigo has left Alisaie in a state of nervous excitement. Okay. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Yeah, he would have said if he brought news of, like, Alphinaud. Like, there's a reason Alphinaud's not with them, right? And it's not that if she would have said if he was, like, dead. Unless... there's no point in speculating. Lise said she'd notified the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamigan Quarter. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphinaud's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Alright, see you later, Cryle. Thank you for coming to our aid. We were kind of lost without high magical guidance. Though I could have suggested Matoya, I was there with all that nonsense. Alright. Hefty sub, but here we go to the Alamigan Quarter. Alright. Alisaie? Alphinaud will be alright. He has to be. Yeah, he'll be alright. Greetings, Scion. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you in? Yes, let's go. Here they are, the defectors. The members of the Populares that were attacked, including Maxima. Why didn't maybe because they were embroiled in the Ascian shit and Alpha was just like, alright.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphinaud, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Well, I guess so, yeah. We would have taken your word on it, Lise. Whatever information you had to share. Yeah, we went all the way up from, like, Ishgard area all the way out here. Alamigo.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
Yeah, like, peace meeting? Yeah. Maxima.
What happened to my brother?
Holy
Where
shit,
is Alphinaud?
Okay, Alisaie, okay, maybe you didn't have to just jump straight at him with that. Where is he? God damn it, shakes fucking Maxima. It's just like, holy shit. Alright, Alisaie. Take a step back. Ask more calmly.
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
Yeah, but where is he, though?
You assume?
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events.
If you'll allow me to actually speak, holy shit.
Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the Burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Scions.
Aren't mercenaries usually, like, paid warriors? I don't know if you would call them mercenaries. Alisaie is understandably explosive. I don't think she trusts the Garleans in any capacity, but yeah, calm down, Alisaie. Take a breath. Take a Snickers. Also, apparently personal vendetta against the Ascians. We don't know this man's name yet. He didn't want to give Alphino his name, so he's just called Shadowhunter. That's the name that he gave to be referred to as.
This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Alphino was really just like, you know what, I was going to go investigate the Ascians in the Empire anyway. Fuck yeah, Shadowhunters, I'm on board. Fucking Alphino, man. Fuck it, I'm in. Alisaie's just like, oh, fucking Alphino.
At least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
Yeah, at least there's that. He's just gone to take on the Ascians himself, but with tried and true Ascian hunters, apparently.
Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
Gods. If Alphino didn't decide to go with them, holy shit. Nope, I will pursue the Ascian threat on my own. That would be way too reckless. Even for Alphino.
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them.
Fair enough. I mean, you gotta be sneaky like that if you're messing with Ascians.
They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same.
It would be quite the ruse to have, you just have a bunch of fake Ascian masks, so they have proof that they did have slain Ascians. So there's at least that, the proof that they share the common enemy. Which speaks to their character.
Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
They didn't cut you down immediately. Alphino, you hunt Ascians? Why didn't you say so? I'm in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Alphino.
I'm not
To be fair, it's what
inclined
we
to
would
turn
do.
away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
Wise. Very wise of you, Raban.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night.
Oh, do they know of Black Rose then? Or are they just going to tell us that the Empire has this weapon that can just wipe out encampments?
It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion.
Yeah, if they're just like, they have a new weapon that just wipes people out completely, they could do nothing, then yeah, I'd be like, oh fuck, you know, we can't stand against that sort of vibe. Especially if they put it to show.
I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Uh-oh.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, guys. Looks like Varys did hearken to the words of the Asians. Unless he planned some last minute shit.
But not that it would be so soon.
Honestly, it could have been any time. I don't know why you mean not so soon. I guess maybe they had hoped that the fires of rebellion in different parts of the Empire would scatter their forces enough to not have invite immediate retaliation. But if they've quieted the flames so easily with this show of slaughter, yeah, I guess here they go.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on!
No, they won't do the army, but we're gonna face them down anyway.
No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
All right, delay them as much as possible. Got it.
Would you and Alisaie head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Okay. I would want to
Consider
stay
it done.
here.
We'll send word when...
Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh, we're getting cut off. Does this mean... This can't mean... Not now. Not again. Oh, fuck. I knew it. Holy shit, it keeps going.
Sorrow must be changed.
Untold sorrow must be changed.
Ahead looms a calamity.
Ahead does loom a calamity.
Beyond become instant. Throw wide the gates.
Throw wide the gates. Oh, thank God somebody approached us during this. That was the first time something happened. Are you okay?
You heard it too.
Alisaie, you're still here. I thought Alisaie was gonna get yoinked here. You heard it too? I did. Ahead looms a calamity. Untold sorrow.
Well, at least we're both still standing.
I love this, by the way. This is so cool, so mysterious. What an interesting factor they've added into this. This mysterious, magical person who's calling to us. With foreboding warnings.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
This is just like, oh, thank the gods. I thought for sure one of you guys would get yoinked. We don't know. All we know is that, yeah, they're trying to summon us. We keep on getting like, only you can prevent this. That a calamity lurks on the horizon. That the course must be changed. But like, we only have one path to walk. We don't know. The person hasn't been really, you know, forthcoming with how to change anything. You know, just like how, like, the course must be changed, but how, dude? How? Let us know. You know, but we're not getting anything. He's just the soul yoinking. And all we know is that their souls got, like, completely yoinked. We lost their trails.
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
it's raining. All right, Alisaie. So, Alphino is safe, for the present at least. Now I need to worry about, so as far as we know, last Maxima checked in on him when he left him. Now we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. Yep, just one thing after another. This is really like boom, 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 boom. I guess they're like, this was like between patches or whatever, so, but this is a lot of that. Doing this all at one go. It's boom, 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 boom. We're going. We're going. In fact, going by the pace of this, I think we might be reaching the end of Stormblood soon, and going into Shadowbringers. But we still have all the Stormblood cleanup to do yet, so we won't be going to Shadowbringers soon. We have a lot to do here in Stormblood still, like the raid storylines, but like we got Omega Weapon, we got whatever this, the Unauspicious Encounter with Soroban, yeah, a bunch of more shit. So that I want to do before I leave Stormblood and head on to Shadowbringers. I'm actually glad Lys tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. At least we have a mission. Alright.